Well, Bethany broke my heart. Guess it's time to take the gloves off again and expose them for the charlatan cult bunnies that they are. What is up, you sinners and saints? Welcome back to The Raging Atheist. I'm your boy Nakasuchi, and real quick, please, if you like my videos, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. As I said, it's time to take the gloves off with Girl Defined again. Bethany done broke my heart, so it's time to really expose them to be the charlatans and the con artists that they are, and part of this whole movement that I'm trying to expose of these really young, attractive females, bringing people to God.
Hey guys, it's Kristen and Bethany here with Girl Defined Ministries, and in today's vlog, we're gonna be talking about the question, where do you find your identity as a woman?
And I'm gonna get into this bullshit that they're talking about as if there's some shining beacon as to be the example of a woman's identity. I mean, they're cultists, right? In my opinion. But first, let's talk about Bethany. Because I think that might be a hickey, Bethany. You're not married yet. I thought you were gonna have this godly relationship where you worked into this shit slowly. Let's look at that. Let's see if we can't bring that closer. Let's see if we can't get a closer look. Do you guys see that shit? Do you fucking see that shit? That is definitely a hickey. Is he putting it to you, Bethany? Is he sucking on that neck? Is he putting it deep? I mean, I really want to know, because you portray yourself to be a godly woman, to be a pure woman, trying to bring in these little teeny bopper females, insecure with themselves, insecure with their bodies, insecure with their place in the world, and you're saying, here, come be like us. We offer this pure image and you can do it too. But you're a fucking charlatan, aren't you, Bethany?
So several years ago, we set out to write our very first book. And instead of picking an easier topic, we decided to jump right in and title the book Girl Defined, basically defining what it means to be a girl.
First of all, nobody gives a shit about your book, and you're gonna plug this stupid ass book through your whole fucking video, shilling for yourselves, trying to make a profit, trying to portray yourselves as some experts when you're not. You're just con artists like the rest of your fellow preachers and evangelicals. Con artists, you know the shit that you're spewing is bullshit. You just fucking peddle it, trying to make a profit, living fat, looking pretty good doing it. I mean, it's working.
But what was really interesting in doing our research is we kept coming across this one person, and you probably know her, but Marilyn Monroe kept coming across in our searches as basically this icon for womanhood, this woman who, even though she has passed away for many, many years, even to this day, she kept coming up, articles about her saying, wow, look at her, she had it all, she was amazing.
And here we're gonna get to the gist of their stupid ass video, because it has no premise and actual truth. I don't think society holds up Marilyn Monroe to some iconic standard of womanhood. I mean, I think we all clearly understand her story at this point and the tragedy that was her life story. And it's no fucking example of womanhood. I mean, I can understand women thinking that she's beautiful, and I understand that society has pushed Marilyn Monroe on women since they were a young age, and I'm sure they did it for you. Two young blind girls probably looked up to Marilyn Monroe, suggesting that maybe your dad was a little bit not as Christian as you are. But let's say that you did idolize her, and through your research you found out about her life, and it was tragic to you. But to those of us that actually know a thing or two, this isn't fucking news. Marilyn Monroe is nobody to try to offer a young woman as a role model. I would never offer Marilyn Monroe to my daughter as a role model. I would offer her as an example of what not to do, as an example of how you can have everything and yet have nothing at all. I would lump Marilyn Monroe right in there with Robin Williams as great artists who was victims to depression and couldn't take it and took their own lives, and by your own ideology is now burning in hell or sitting in some purgatory, whatever you fucking believe.
And really holding her up as this woman and saying, if you can be like Marilyn, then you will be truly happy. If you can have the guys, the money, the looks like her, that is the essence of what it means to be a woman.
A successful
woman. And that's where you'll find your satisfaction. That's what it takes.
Who the fuck is saying this shit? Nobody's saying this. You are, Bethany. You are, Kristen. You're spitting some fucking narrative that isn't even fucking reality, but you're talking to people too fucking ignorant because they're like 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, watching you and like, look at these pretty women, these ladies, they're older, they should know what they're talking about, and you know nothing. You are not spitting a grain of truth. It is complete bullshit.
And so we thought, wow, if that's what the culture of is upholding as the means of womanhood, this is what it means to be successful, we are not headed in a good direction.
I agree with you there. It's and thank fucking your God that it's not. Where we're at today with women are stronger than ever, and they're standing up to these men that have ruled the world forever, and they're saying, me too, motherfuckers. That's where women are at today. You think you got it from Marilyn Monroe? No, you got it because we learned the truth about Marilyn Monroe. Just like we are learning the truth about your fucking God, like we learned the truth about your stupid ass fucking religion, like we learned the truth about your stupid ass evangelical ideologies, and we're moving beyond it, and you can't fucking stand it, so you have to elect a fucking racist, fucking hypocrite, lying motherfucker into the White House so you can feel better about your current situation.
One thing that I thought was really interesting when we were researching Marilyn's life was that Marilyn continually kept reaching these different levels of success. So she would reach beauty. She became like the platinum blue book model, like the top model for the entire agency. Then she was starring in movies. Then she was getting married and that marriage wouldn't work out and she'd get divorced and marry someone else. Then suddenly she was super rich and then super famous and everyone knew who she was. She kept reaching these new levels of success, and it almost seemed, based on reading her story and reading some of her own quotes, that each time she was hopeful that maybe that would be the answer, that maybe now this new thing would be the thing that would finally fulfill her.
Holy shit, I mean, I didn't realize I was gonna get a life history on Marilyn fucking Monroe. I already knew this. You're fairly accurate with that assessment. You're not accurate with placing that on society as a whole. You are accurate with that assessment on the individual that was Marilyn Monroe. But I'm sure you're gonna probably say that, you know, there isn't an alternative answer to this kind of lifestyle since this Marilyn Monroeism is taking over the world. And that answer is God.
Give her ultimate happiness, ultimate satisfaction. But as we know, her life ended tragically and it never worked. And I know we as women, and we've done this, we create this internal checklist. We don't really say it, but internally we're doing this. We're searching for something to fill our identity. And in our book, Girl Define, that's what we talk about. We call it the big bad identity checklist. And basically what this is something that we all do. Just like Marilyn, in our heads we think, if only I could accomplish this, then I'll be happy. If only I could have this boyfriend or that marriage or this much money, or if I could be pretty like that girl or successful or reach this certain level in my career, then I would finally be happy.
And they do. Throughout this whole shitty ass video, they try to say that Marilyn Monroe has become the example for all women, and all women strive to be like Marilyn Monroe, and that's the society we live in today. But yet they have an answer, and you can find that answer in their book, Girl Define, which you can buy on Amazon.com. And that answer is God. You see, God can change you. God can lead you away from Marilyn Monroeism. I mean, that's the insanity we've come to today. And I didn't even look at how many thousands of fucking views these girls get, but thousands upon thousands of young girls are watching this shit saying, yes. And we wonder why we have a problem with truth today. How Donald Trump can say a thing and half the country believes it. And what do we expect from these cultists that believe this fairy tale ancient bullshit? As always, I'm your boy Nakasuchi. This is The Raging Atheist. If you like my videos, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share me on your social media. I'll see you soon.